Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Come on in here and sit down with me. Today we're going to study verses 9 and 10 in Psalm 96. Now, yesterday we saw that the great command of that 7th and 8th verses is give unto the Lord. What are we going to give him? We're going to bring him an offering, which means we're going to give ourselves. Because what does he really need? He needs nothing. But what he wants is your heart. He wants you. Bring an offering to him, which means you come into his courts and you give yourself. And then we're sort of double down on that idea today in verses 9 and 10. Notice, O worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. Say among the heathen that the Lord reigns. The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. So worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. This really comes on the heels of the give unto the Lord, bring an offering. Now we understand what this offering is all about. It's an item, it's an issue of worship. We are coming to worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. So the giving of ourselves to him is in the beauty of holiness. That's what the Lord wants. He wants us to come before him into his courts and to offer this offering of ourselves to him, which is perfect worship. Fear before him all the earth. And again, that first phrase, O worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness, we find it not only here, and of course also in 1 Chronicles 16, but we also find it in Psalm 29. So verse 7, the first line of verse 8, and the first line of verse 9, here in Psalm 69, all can be found in Psalm 29, verses 1 and 2. So these things now have been repeated 3 times. That should tell us something. That should tell us something about the importance of this idea of giving unto the Lord, bringing an offering to him, and worshiping before him. He wants that of us. He wants that kind of connection with us. Say among the heathen that the Lord reigns. Well, didn't we just have that? Yeah, we had that up there in verse 3. Declare his glory among the heathen, his wonders among all people. Here we have in verse 10, say among the heathen that the Lord reigns. Again, where have we been? We've been to the worship place, to his courts. We've gone into his tabernacle, his sanctuary there in verse 6. And what have we done? We've given ourselves to him as an offering, worshiping before the Lord there. So when we come out of verse 9 and we read verse 10, we understand that the Lord reigns because he reigns in us. We have made him king. We have placed him on the throne of our life. The world shall be established, that it shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. So the fact that the world is established, it's not going anywhere. Nothing's going to change that fact. And that fact is an ensign of his judgment to come. He is coming, and he will judge the people, and his judgment will be a righteous judgment, and it'll be according to his word. He shall judge the people righteously. Why is that? Well, it's because he reigns, and this king is going to come, and he's going to sit in his courts, and he's going to bring the people before him, and he's going to judge righteously before them. That's why we're to declare his glory among the heathen. We're to say to the heathen that he reigns. Get ready, because he's coming. He's coming to judge righteously. That's why this psalm is all about the coming Lord. We kind of come now to the payoff in this psalm. So from here on, verse 11, 12, and 13 is going to be all about the Lord's coming. Creation's going to look forward to the coming, and the Lord, when he comes, is going to do a work. So, we've come to sort of that moment in the psalm when we see all of this now put together. All right, join me again tomorrow, and we'll look at verses 11, 12, and 13 here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.